After logging into OSCARSS, the first page you'll see is a client activity page that shows an option to apply for COVID-19 assistance. You'll see all other applications that you might have applied for in the past on this page. This page only goes back 1 year, but if you've never used our system before, this page will look much different as it will be blank. So COVID-19 applications have to ask a number of preliminary questions. Once you ask those questions, answer those questions, you need to answer yes or no. You can click next. Your answers will determine eligibility for COVID-19 assistance. So they ask questions such as, did you lose income because of COVID-19? How were you affected by COVID-19? Were you employed before COVID-19? And then were you behind on your bills before COVID-19? Or are you behind on your bills because of COVID-19? But your answers will determine eligibility for assistance. It'll tell you you may be eligible for COVID-19 assistance, and it will allow you to continue. So then you would just press next. Also, COVID-19 applications also have a list of acknowledgements that you will need to read over and respond to. So after reading the acknowledgements, you would certify that you have read, understand, and agree to the stipulations, and then you would choose next. Okay, so once you answer those additional questions regarding eligibility, you can then select the services for which you want to apply. You can select at the bottom, food, gas, electric, rental, or water. So you must select the services for which you want to apply, the services that you're behind on. And remember that the bill must be in a household member's name. You cannot apply to receive help with services for which that are not in your name or a member of your household. Okay, for this application that we're looking at to the left, the applicant below selected rental payments. So he'll need to provide the following information. For rental payments, you need to supply the rent due date. You'll need the landlord name, address, email, and phone number. You need to know your monthly rent amount, the base rent. You'll need to answer questions about the rent, such as receiving federal housing subsidies. Do you receive a housing subsidy or not? Do you have a rental late notice or eviction notice? Have you received an eviction notice caused by the COVID-19 pandemic? Rental pass due start date and a rental pass due end date. If you are past due for the month of April, you would need to say April 1 until today's the current date of June 23rd. You could put down June 23rd or June 30th, since rent for the whole month can be included. And then you need to know how much of the past due amount is requested. The CARES Act will only pay up to $5,800 in your rent, but if your landlord is including late charges, we will cover those late charges as long as you don't exceed the $5,800. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Okay, then you will need to then need to read over and look at the acknowledgements again. The system is going to bring up the acknowledgements as part of your application. And then you have to check that you understand you are applying for emergency assistance, and this is a one-time assistance. So then you will select next, click the box and select next.